plants. Let's talk a little about Black Lives Matter, and doing this stripped down and honest, about as stripped down as I can get. I am still in my pajamas. I've just rolled out of bed and I'm having my coffee out on my balcony, and was thinking about this. I've just been watching the news and reading some more stories about the protests and inequality, and yet another instance of how the world just isn't the same for people of color and the white people out here in the world, or even the lighter skinned people in the world. So I thought, let's talk about this now. I don't need to be prettied up. I don't need to do my makeup and my hair and be shiny and pretty to talk about an issue that isn't shiny and pretty. So as long as it's on my mind, let's talk about it. And it's windy out and the camera quality isn't good because I just picked up my phone, and you can probably hear the corner of my roof that is torn off flopping up in the wind, because although I know my freckle-faced white skin gives me a privilege that makes my life a lot easier than any person out there of color, my life isn't fancy and it isn't cute and it's hard, but nothing compared to the people of color who go through incredible inequity and inequality and prejudice and discrimination every day wherever they go. And frankly, it's disgusting, and I think we can all agree on that. Just because we white people may not all have it easy in life doesn't mean we're not privileged. So to the people out there who are saying, I don't have white privilege, and are offended by that term when people are talking about Black Lives Matter, they're not talking about you being rich or wealthy or having everything, and people of color having nothing, and that they're not privileged in that way, because a black person can be extremely wealthy and well-educated, be a doctor, a lawyer, a scientist, can be out there trying to cure cancer and have way more than you do. I can be living in a pretty rundown place that's literally falling apart and make $13 an hour, but the person of color next to me can be curing cancer and making $500,000 a year, yet my life on a daily basis is more privileged in that people don't follow me around stores thinking I'm going to steal something, or walk to the other side of the road at night when they pass me by thinking I'm going to kill them. Just two simplistic examples, of course, but that's what they're meaning. So stop being offended by the term white privilege. So I wanted to talk about one thing. In my profession, I am a campus safety officer. So I'm on the very, very fringes of law enforcement. I don't carry a weapon. unless you count my little 6-inch flashlight and my keys. I don't police anyone. I mean, as far as we go with someone calling in a marijuana complaint, we go up to the room and say, it smells pretty funny in here. You might want to open a window. Unless you're cooking with oregano, you know? And we give a lot of rides to people. And we unlock a lot of doors for kids when they lock themselves out of their room. And the bulk of what we do is try to keep them safe on campus. I deal a lot more with people coming onto campus that don't belong there. And I have a lot more scary stuff with people that don't belong on our campus, especially now with most of our students being gone because of COVID. I've been assaulted on campus, not by a student, not by anyone who belongs on campus. I've been threatened. I've now been followed by someone I've had to kick off of campus, which was scary. I don't know how long he was stalking me before he found me and then followed me just to scare me, things like that. We put ourselves in danger and we have no weapons. Now, the reason I talk about that is I come at the issue of okay, let me just say this. So there's a large group of people who are very vocal about I don't know if I can say the word without YouTube taking me down, but so I'll spell it like I'm talking to a little one, only for so that the video is not taken down. I don't know if I can say it. Kill, all caps, okay? That sounded really stupid, but I literally don't know if YouTube is taking things down like that. I don't agree with that. I can't get behind that movement. Down with all cops. I can't get behind that. I fully understand that there is police brutality out there that is horrid and unacceptable. I can't, like everyone, will not tolerate that. However, things have changed even for me, and I'm not a police officer. I'm a campus safety officer, and I'm on the fringes of law enforcement. I will say I'm in that field, so I come at this from a different perspective. Now, there are people who are going to say, well, now you know what it's like. Now you know, you have a taste of the fear of what it's like for people of color, because things have been a little different for me lately. And I'm going to say to that, no, I don't. No matter what happens to me, I will never, ever know or have a taste of what it's like for a person of color. I can't, because I am a pasty, green-eyed, freckled-faced, white chick. No matter what happens to me, I will never be able to understand the horrors, the fear, the discrimination, the inequality, the inequities of being a person of color. This doesn't compare. But what I can give you is my perspective as someone who's on the fringes of law enforcement on this one issue, and why I don't believe that getting rid of from this earth, I can't say the word, all cops is okay. In my job, we have an extremely beautifully diverse school. We have students from over 50 countries, and we have less than 2,000 students at our tiny little school, and we have students from over 50 countries. It's beautifully diverse. We work hard to offer very generous scholarships and financial aid and things for students in impoverished situations so that they can get educations. So it's a very diverse campus, and I, being on first shift, get to spend a lot of time with our student body, and I have gotten to be friends and kind of like a second mom to a lot of our students, and a good chunk of them are people of color. A lot of the black kids especially I spend a lot of time with, because I give them rides over to wherever they need to go. We give rides to our athletic facilities, which are on the other side of the river from the main campus. We give rides to the pharmacy and places like that, to doctor appointments. We also, of course, do anything they need as far as when they lock themselves out of their rooms and stuff like that. And when we're going around campus, I always stop and talk to the kids. And I've gotten to be on a first name basis with tons of kids of every color, gender, sexual orientation, everything. It's been great. They high-five me, fist bump me, know me by name, and we have fun. They've done plant cab with me. They've been in videos. Since this has started, a chunk of them suddenly won't even look at me. They won't say hi back when I say hello to them. The kids of color, specifically. And it's heartbreaking, because I'm the same person. And a lot of them are not only not just saying hello, but are actively showing that I'm part of the problem, and the rest of the team too, not just me. And that's sad, because I'm the same person that I was the day before the George Floyd killing. Our relationship shouldn't have changed. Nothing changed with us. We were buddies. And then around town, when I'm out and about in the campus safety truck, which has no police lights on it or anything like that, it's just a truck that's the university truck and has campus safety on it. And my uniform, it's not I wear a belt that looks kind of like a cop belt. So I look law enforcement-y. I get some nasty looks now, and I used to get a lot of doors held for me, just normal ones, being a girl and being a human being. It's not so much anymore. I always say hi to people. I don't get that so much anymore by certain people, especially black men. I get that from, and I do get it. I do. But it's been different. And like I said, I am not angry about this at all. I'm not angry, and I'm not hurt by it. I am just telling you a different perspective. I understand why people are angry, because I am angry. However, I can't get behind the down with all cops, because in my position, there have been times where I don't know how safe I would have been without being able to call 911 and have the police come to my aid in my job. And we have great cops by us. I'm sure we have bad cops, just like every department does, but I've dealt with some amazing cops that have helped me keep my students safe. The same students who now don't want to talk to me, and that's okay, because I still care about them and I still want to keep them safe, and I always will. But without those police officers helping me, back me up when I need them, I can't. When I was assaulted, it was a group of officers that got there so fast after I got assaulted that helped me. And when I've been threatened by people coming onto campus that could have then gone to my students, whether they were white, black, Asian, anything. What would I have done without them? When I was stalked by someone on campus, if I didn't know I had their back when I needed them. And I say, let's fight for change within departments. Let's fight for huge change, massive change. Let's keep fighting. Reform, huge reform. But I don't believe in putting cops in the ground. Not all cops in the ground. I think I don't belong in the ground. There's people who think I do now, just because I'm on the fringes of law enforcement. And like I said, for those who are going to say, now you understand the fear, now you understand what it's like. Nope, I still don't. It could be a lot worse than it is. My truck could be getting like banged on. I could be getting attacked, and I still wouldn't understand what it's like, because I'm a pasty white girl and I will never understand. No one can understand. People of color have had it miserably, insanely torturous for hundreds of years, and it has to change, because Black Lives Matter and we need to fight it. But I think that we can do it. I think we can. Okay. Peace.